Now, this also works in the auditory domain. Here are two spectrograms. This is something called sine wave speech, and what you see here are two time frequency representations of speech sounds. The one on the top has all the sharp acoustical features that pervade normal speech removed, a little bit like thresholding an image. And the bottom is something else. So I'm going to play you the top first, and let's see what it sounds like. And now I'll play you something else.
Jazz and swing fans like fast music.
So I hope you all understood that piece of sage advice. And now if I play the original sound again. Yeah? So it's exactly the same. Again, all that's changed is what we expect that sound to signify. One more time, just for luck. It's not just a bunch of noisy whistles, it's speech. Now, this typical framework for thinking about these kinds of effects is Bayesian inference. And this is a form of probabilistic reasoning, which is applicable in all sorts of domains, not just in neuroscience, in medical diagnosis, all sorts of things, finding lost submarines. But in neuroscience, we talk about the Bayesian brain, and it's a way of formalizing Helmholtz's idea that perception is a form of best guessing. And the idea is that sensory signals and prior beliefs can be represented as probability distributions. So, for instance, this yellow curve is the probability of something being the case, maybe that you've got a brief glimpse of an object moving to the right. The sensory data may say something different. It may have a probability that peaks at a different angle of movement. Maybe it's drifting in a different direction. And the optimal combination of the prior and the likelihood, the yellow curve and the red curve, is this green curve, which we would call the posterior distribution. And that represents the best optimal combination of these two sorts of evidence. And the idea is, well, that's what we perceive.